Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about the best qualities people think that you have. All right, so for this reading I've got 4 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to, and after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below which you can use to jump ahead to reading to see exactly the best qualities that you have according to people. So let's get started. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see, what are your best qualities according to people? Okay, so we have the Emperor for you, 7 of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So, pile 1, the first thing that I'm getting for you, like one of your best qualities according to people, is your confidence in yourself. With the 9 of Cups here, the Emperor here, you have the kind of confidence that is needed for a leader, for someone who is responsible, for someone who is quick to take charge, for someone who's quick to take the initiative, because we have this Ace of Swords here as well, which talks about obviously the number ace, the word ace, the number 1, it talks about taking the initiative, taking the first step. And we all know it takes a lot of confidence and a lot of courage. We have this Knight of Wands here, a lot of courage for someone to take the first step towards anything. And the thing is that with you guys, I feel like pile 1, looking at your cards at this point, I just feel like you guys are meant for success. If you think that you're not successful at this point in life, somewhere down the line, I feel like you will get that success because you have the makings of a successful person, and because you have the confidence of a successful person. Confident, successful people, they're confident, but they're not arrogant. They're self-aware. They know what they're good at, what they're not good at. And it's the same thing with you. So people are aware of your confidence, pile 1. It oozes off of you in a really tangible and in a palpable way, which kind of makes people realize that, yeah, you are a confident person, and this confidence kind of makes you even more handsome. It makes you even more beautiful in the eyes of people, and people actually love your confidence. I feel like sometimes your confidence can be contagious as well, that other people start feeling confident whenever they're in your presence. It is that powerful, it is that intense, and that is why, according to people, that is one of your best qualities, because not only are you able to help them feel confident, but the thing is that your confidence is like, it's at a limit. It's not overconfidence, it's not bordering on arrogance. So people really love that about you, and people love the fact that you take charge, pile 1. Maybe you are the eldest sibling, or maybe amongst your friends, you just feel that, okay, you have to take charge. Sometimes you don't even want to take charge. You just wanna do what other people are doing, other people are telling you to do. But I feel like that doesn't happen much, and more often than not, you have to take charge. It's just, maybe for some of you, it is in your nature to just get on with things, do it, take the initiative, take the first step. You're not, and I just feel like with this Knight of Wands here, the Ace of Swords here, you are a person of action, pile 1. So obviously you're always doing something, and this also kind of tells me that this is another quality of yours that people really like in you. And I think it is one of your best qualities, that you are always like on the go. You're always doing something. Like, you're not all talk and no action. You are pretty much all action. And yeah, like whatever you say, pile 1, you do it. So no one should be foolish enough to kind of not take you seriously, because we have this Ace of Swords here along with the Knight of Wands here. The card of communication with the card of action here. That's why I'm saying that, whatever you say, you will do it. So that kind of makes you a very trustworthy person as well in the eyes of people. So that is why they really do think that, pile 1 has said it, pile 1's going to do it. People love it when you give them promises. Like when you make promises to people, pile 1, people feel really good about it. People feel really happy about it because they know that you're never going to break your promise. You're never going to go back on your word. Even if you've made a promise to 10 different people about 10 different things, you will follow through with each and every one of them. You are a person of integrity, a pile one. And people love that about you. When it comes to, if somebody asks, okay, what is pile one's best qualities? People will be like their integrity, their honesty, their dedication to their work, the way they do things, their ability to take charge. That's why people don't feel bad when you tell them to do something. Because one, they trust in your skills and your abilities. They trust in your judgment. And second of all, you communicate in a way that doesn't make people feel bad. It doesn't seem as if, you're undermining anyone. You speak to people with a lot of respect, no matter their position, no matter their status, no matter their age. You treat everybody with respect. That is something that everybody wants, right, pile one? So when you're doing that, when you're speaking in that respectful manner, people automatically want to do what you tell them. And I do see that with the Nine of Cups here. You have a lot of admirers. A lot of them. Like, people are... I feel like people hardly ever say anything bad about you. Hardly. I mean, of course, there will be people who will not like you. That is there. But I feel like even those people won't have much to say, like, in terms of the negative, as compared to, if they don't like you, they'll have their own personal reasons for not liking you. But it has nothing to do with any of your qualities, because your qualities are admirable. And with the Emperor here and the Seven of Cups right next to it, I feel like, pile one, you are a multitasker, I feel like, and you have the command, you have the mastery over a lot of different things. That is another thing people love about you. They think that's one of your best qualities, that you are so versatile. Not only are you good at, for example, say art, maybe you're very good at art or something, and at the same time you're good at some sort of sport as well, and you're good at some sort of maybe business as well, like, because we have Seven of Cups here, so like multiple things coming through. We also have this Nine of Cups here, so you're good at multiple things, which makes you a very resourceful person, a very skillful person, and a very, you can say, a desirable person, because people are always in need of your skills and in need of your services. And you're ready to help them. You never say no to anyone. Like, when it comes to helping someone, pile one, you never say no. You never refuse to help anyone. And that just kind of makes people love you all the more, makes people admire you all the more, because people are like, pile one is so skillful. They don't need to go around helping people. Like, they should charge people for, their skills and everything. Maybe people often tell you that as well, that you should charge people for whatever it is that you're doing for them. Your skills are incredibly valuable and people should pay you for it. But with your kind, generous nature, pile one, you're just like, you're just happy helping people. I feel like as long as you're able to put a smile on their face, as long as you're able to bring some peace to them, I feel like that you consider that more than just a reward. Like, you're like, I don't need money, I just need to make sure that everybody's doing okay. So this empathy and compassion that you have for the people around you, people of the world, that's another very strong and one of your best qualities according to people. And also with this Knight of Wands here, along with this Ace of Swords here, I feel like you have a very kind of like your speech has a very passionate tone to it. Whenever you're talking about something, if you're giving a speech somewhere, it's very passionate. You are not only speaking from the heart, you're not only speaking about what you're passionate about, but you're kind of, giving off that passion to everybody else. Like, this is something that also becomes kind of contagious. People start feeling passionate about whatever it is that they feel passionate about, Sometimes you lose that motivation, you lose that determination, that passion, the fire kind of dies in you if things are not going your way. But when you start talking, you your voice is filled with so much passion that people automatically, like, their passion renews for whatever it is they lost it for. It renews, and they start to feel passionate once again. They start to feel the motivation and determination once again. That's why, not only are you able to kind of take the initiative towards anything and everything, but you kind of encourage and facilitate everybody else who in taking the step towards their goals. You don't go around just telling them, oh, you can do it and everything. No. You speak in a way, a pile one, that kind of makes them feel determined that yes, they can do it, they will do it. You bring that motivation back in people. Let's see what else we have. What are your other qualities? All right, so we have 3 of Cups here. Friendship. Okay, we have the Lovers. Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, and now we have the Knight of Swords coming through. Okay, we have the Devil. And we have the Chariot. Wow. I don't know why, but this horse is kind of giving me healer vibes. I don't know, I just feel like you guys are, you have this ability to heal people as well, to bring a lot of healing in people. I'm just looking at the chariot, like the animals kind of giving me that vibes. Okay. Anyway, so with the 3 of Cups here, pile 1, you are a wonderful friend, credible friend. People love to be your friend. People will be like, if I can have one friend in the world, it's going to be pile 1. That's you. And of course, considering all of these things here, how helpful you are, how incredibly kind and compassionate you are, how you are doing things for other people, how you are helping people take charge, not only of themselves, but you are also like taking charge. Sometimes you have to take charge for other people as well. So very responsible in a way, very resourceful, very skillful. I mean, who wouldn't want to be your friend? I feel like people literally yearn to be your friend, and you do not disappoint when it comes to friendships either, pile 1. You treat your friends in such a special way. Like we have the Lovers right here. Your friends can literally feel the love you have for them. They can literally feel that. And of course, the Lovers here, it's obvious that there are a lot of people who love your ability to love. I mean, the fact that they want to be in a relationship with you goes without saying. But it is because of your ability to love, not just this one person, but everyone. I feel like you have some sort of love. There are different forms of love, right? So you have some sort of some form of love for every single person. And you make people feel loved. Whether you're talking about something, whether you're doing something for someone, you make them feel loved. You make them feel seen. Because you guys can see there's this sunset kind of color stuff happening here, or it's sunrise, I don't know, but warm colors, and then there's this sun here. So yeah, sun is all about seeing the light and everything. So you make people feel seen, you make people feel important and special. You have this way of doing that, and people are there to vouch for it, pile 1, that your love is one of your best qualities. Like, you're such a lovable person, and you're such a loving person. You love way too strongly, way too much. All right. And yeah, with being under the 7 of Cups, yeah, you have plenty of love for everyone. People can easily say that pile 1 loves everyone, and they love that about you. They think that because not a lot of people are confident enough or brave enough to love everyone. Sometimes they're not even brave enough to kind of love the immediate people around them. It's hard because they have been through so much. But I feel like despite what you have been through with the Son of Swords here, because swords coming through, like it's pointed in this direction. So I do feel that you have had your fair share of difficult moments, pile 1. But despite all that, you did not kind of lose this quality of yours to spread love to everyone you come across, spread love to the whole world. I feel like, and with this Knight of Swords here as well, I feel like for some of you guys also use different social media platforms to kind of spread this message of love everywhere. Your social media platforms are like, they're filled with posts regarding love and compassion and everything. Like, you want to create this, you are doing your best to kind of spread positivity around. Yeah. Wow. Because this the sword energy, it talks about the internet as well. It talks about technology and all of those things. So that's why, I feel like you use these social media platforms to spread love and compassion as well. And then we have this devil here. I just feel like some people can get downright addicted to you, pile one. And with it being right here underneath the Ace of Swords here, this tells me that you have this ability to persuade people. Your powers of persuasion is like really strong. It is intense. It is really strong. And that's why I'm saying it's very easy for you to convince people. And people love to do what you tell them. Like, it is that easy for you. But of course, with the devil energy, just a little thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't even have to say this, but this message is coming in my head, so I have to say that, just, yeah, don't let it get too much. Sometimes people can get resentful and everything, but you have that ability, and people are happily ready to do whatever it is that you tell them. So that's why I'm saying, when it comes to a debate, if somebody's trying to have an argument with you, they're trying to start a debate with you, tell them not to bother, because they're not going to win. You will always win in terms of a debate or an argument. You will always win. And yeah, you actually have the power to, persuade everyone to be on your side. Like, if that is what you want, Palawan, you have that ability as well. And then we have this Chariot here. One part was that, you have this ability to bring healing to a lot of people. But at the same time, with this card, this tells me that this card is bearing witness to the fact that you are a multitasker, and you are able to do things. You're able to do multiple things at one time. And the thing is that, when you do these multiple things at the same time, you do them well. You gain victory over those things. Sometimes when people are trying to do multiple things at the same time, they mess up. They're not able to complete any of those things. But when you're doing it, you do it in such an impeccable way that you are easily able to finish your tasks, and you do it really well. Like, no one can think that you've done this while doing 10 other different things. All right. So let's see what else we have for you. One. Okay, so we have a seeker, thirst for wisdom, truth wherever they are. Okay. Ooh, Dawn 1. Okay, so we have spotlight. Spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Okay. Okay, we have judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Like I was saying, very compassionate, always ready to help people. No biases, no prejudice, nothing whatsoever. You treat everybody equally. You want to help everybody in any way that you can. You will not make excuses that, oh, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that just because you don't like someone. Paiwan, I feel like you love everyone, you like everyone, unless they've done something to kind of make you angry or hurt you in any way. You don't hold anything against anybody. You're just like, okay, no, I have to treat this person fairly. This person needs my help. I have to do everything I can to make sure they're okay. And if somebody, but at the same time, you're smart enough, because you have the seeker card here, you're smart enough to understand that, okay, if somebody has hurt you, they've tried to take advantage of you or something, you're not going to let them walk all over you a second or a third time. Pile one. So, fairness, justice, these words can be associated with you. On the other hand, with this seductive qualities and the spotlights, your positive qualities. So this really tells me that people really do see you in a positive light. I mean, of course, everybody has a dark side to them. Everybody has some negative qualities as well. But the thing is that your positive qualities far outweighs your negative qualities. That's why even if people are trying to spot the negative in you, they can't, because the positive is like so intense and it's so powerful. It is so grand that that's all people are able to see when it comes to you. That's why 99% of the people hold a positive regard about you. Like they hold you in a positive light. Okay, then we have seeker. We have this thirst for wisdom, thirst for knowledge. So you are just like, you're always going around. We have this Knight of Swords here as well. You're always going around trying to learn new things, trying to do new things. Not only just for yourself, just because you have, like I was saying, because you might be gaining knowledge to learn new skills and everything, because you have plenty of those. But sometimes you seek knowledge and everything to help other people out, because that piece of knowledge that you're seeking might not necessarily be able to help you, but you will still learn because it's going to be able to benefit somebody else in the current time or in the future as well, right? So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what are your best qualities according to people. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, pile 2. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, starting off with the 10 of Pentacles here. And along with this 4 of Pentacles here. One of your best qualities, according to people, pile 2, is how family oriented you are. Like, you're all about treating people like family. Doesn't have to be your immediate family, but even your friends, co-workers, they all feel as if they are your family, because you make them feel that way. You give them so much love, so much compassion. You're always ready to listen to them, to help them out, like in a way that family does, so you really do make people feel that way. You make people feel safe, because we have this 4 of Pentacles right here, and this kind of also tells me that some people get really possessive about you, because you're just so loving. I mean, we have this Ace of Cups. The love you have for the people, I feel like that is like one of your best qualities. Like how because Ace of Cups is like about abundance of new emotions and relationships and everything. So I feel like that is one of your best qualities, that how you maintain your relationships, how you love people so much. I feel like people, even if people hurt you, pile 2, because I can see that with this High Priestess in reverse, that people do have hurt you in the past, or even you feel that currently they're doing it. But even then, you don't build walls around yourself. Like, you do it in a way that will keep you safe, but you don't build walls in a way that will stop you from loving people, from giving out the love that you have for everyone else. So people definitely love that about you, pile 2, that how beautifully emotional you are. Not in a bad way. This is by no means in a negative sense, that, oh, you are so emotional, you're weak and all of that stuff. No way. A lot of people, pile 2, will say that your emotions are your strength. They will say that. They will say that pile 2 is so brave in terms of their emotions. Of course, when people are hurting you, you will kind of guard yourselves against those people so that they are not able to hurt you a second time. But but for the other people who've never hurt you, you are all for them. You love them so much. You support them so much. You're a very supportive person, pile 2. That is something people will definitely say is one of your best qualities as well, that just how supportive you are. And to the point where sometimes, you might not agree with the person, but you are able to understand them. And I feel like that is more than enough for you to kind of help a person out, to encourage them and support them towards their goal, whatever it is. You're always ready to support people, because we have this 4, the number 4 coming through, which is like, security, support, all of that stuff. So and we also have this 10 of Pentacles. Like I was saying, that's why people easily kind of start believing that you are their family or that they're your family, because yeah, this kind of support that you provide, people only expect that from their family. They don't expect that from anybody else. But you, pile 2, are not anybody else. You are pile 2. You have all these qualities in you that make people so happy. Like, they love it. They love you for who you are, for you being this beautiful person who is not afraid to show their emotions, who is not afraid to wear their heart on their sleeves. Some people are so guarded, and they will never like put themselves out there. I feel like somewhere with this Ace of Cups coming through, I feel like you guys are brave enough to even put yourselves out there. If you like someone, pile 2, you might wait for that person to kind of make the first move, but if they're not making the first move, you'll be like, okay, I'll do it. Because for you, it is important, that you make the other person realize that, you like them, you have feelings for them, you love them. Because like, you have a lot of love inside of you, pile 2. It is bursting, like your heart is bursting with love for people. And if you have romantic feelings for somebody, you will tell them. You will not keep it inside you. High Priestess is in reverse. You will not, just hold on to it and be like, no, I'm not gonna tell. Like, this kind of just shows that how you're so down to earth and you're so humble, and that you don't let your ego get the best of you. Because sometimes people will not confess, or people will not admit that they like somebody just because, it'll hurt their ego or something, or it'll bruise their ego. But you, pile 2, you're not like that. You're like, I don't care about my ego here. I need to make sure that the person knows how I feel about them. You're very honest when it comes to your emotions. If you like somebody, you will tell them. If you don't like somebody, you will tell them as well. But you will be gentle about it. You will not just go around, just throw it in their face that, oh, I don't like you, stay away from me. But you will tell them in a nice and gentle manner that, I'm not comfortable around you. Maybe we shouldn't be friends and all of that stuff. However you do it. But yeah, so people can easily say that pile 2 is so honest when it comes to their emotions. They're so honest about what they're feeling. Like, they will never hide what's going on with them. Like, in terms of like whether you like somebody or not. Obviously, some of you guys might not be comfortable talking about the negative stuff and everything. That's totally fine. That is up to you, your decision. But yeah, people will easily be like, pile 2 is honest. Like, they will tell you if they don't like you, and they will tell you if they like you. All right. Then we have the Sun here. This is giving me a couple of messages and has been screaming at me for quite some time. Another of your best qualities, according to people, pile 2, is that how you have a smile on your face all the time. People love that. People love how you're always smiling. Even when you're not feeling so good, even during your bad days, you make sure to have a smile on your face. Because for you, I feel like it is important to spread positivity. You don't want to bring people down because of something that you're going through. And I feel like somewhere that also makes you feel alone as well, because we have this Ace here. So somewhere it also kind of makes you feel isolated. It makes you feel alone, that you are there for people, but sometimes, and you are able to understand people. You have you're really big on empathy. Like, your empathy quotient might be like incredibly high, if you've ever measured it, if you've ever checked it. But when it comes to other people, they're not able to kind of understand you. They're not able to kind of empathize with you. They're not able to, people don't necessarily have to come and verbalize their hardships to you, pile 2. You're just able to understand that, okay, this person is not doing so well. And you will ask them that, okay, what's going on with you? And then they'll tell you. But the same thing doesn't happen with you. People are not able to understand when you're not doing so well, because you make sure that, you have a smile on your face and you are being the best version of yourself you can be to other people, and filling them up with positivity. I feel like you kind of, maybe for some of you guys consider it your mission to spread positivity around, to kind of keep the negative away as much as you can. But that's the whole thing when you're keeping it away, especially, God forbid, if you're going through something like this. Yeah, it's hard for people to understand that, okay, pile 2 is not okay. On the other hand, with the sun here, yeah, like I was saying, you're always like laughing and happy, and you're doing your best to kind of make people happy, and people love that. This also kind of tells me that you have a very good sense of humor as well, pile 2, that you're maybe 99% of the times or 98% of the times you succeed in making people laugh. And laughter is the best medicine, right? And when people laugh, they kind of forget about their worries. They forget about every stressful thing that they're going through. Even if it's for just a few seconds, you're able to fill that person up with positivity. You make those people think that, maybe it's going to be okay. Life is going to be okay. And that is your energy, pile 2. People love that. People will go around tell everybody that, pile 2 will be your best friend, because with pile 2, you will never be bored. With pile 2, you will never feel bad, or you will never feel down, like low in terms of your emotions. You will never feel that way. But yeah, like I was saying, sometimes you feel isolated because people are not able to understand you the way you're able to understand them. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. We have the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. Ooh. We have Eight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Yep, you are closed off, pile 2. When it comes to your thing, whatever you're feeling, and if they're your negative emotions or something, your insecurities, you are very tight-lipped about it. You bottle those things up. Especially, and I feel like for some of you, pile 2, you've been dealt a lot of bad stuff in the past. Betrayal, hurt, difficulties in life, all of that stuff. But the thing is that you don't share that part of yourself. You don't talk about that period of your life to people. Because maybe you're like, what's the point? What's the point of talking about those things when it's only going to upset people? And you don't want that. Somewhere you feel it at a personal level, when people are in pain, you feel it deeply inside of you. And you don't want people to be in pain. Maybe because for some of you guys are like, we have been through that tough time. We have been through pain. We don't want other people to feel that way. Pile 2, your empathy knows no bounds. Your compassion, unlimited. I seriously feel that way. And this card is literal, and these, like with the Two of Swords here and Ten of Swords here, really am getting this vibe that, you have been through a lot. I can't even begin to list, but I feel like there has been like a actual long period, like a period of few years or something, where it was all such a huge mess. Your life was a mess. You weren't doing well, but you managed to bring yourselves out of it. So be proud of yourselves for that. Whether you had help or not, the main thing is that you made those efforts for yourself to bring yourself out of this situation and, embrace this kind of energy. And that's why you do your best to be like, okay, no, I have to make sure that other people are happy, they're smiling, they're feeling positive, for the day and everything. You kind of do that because you don't want people to succumb to this energy. Because sometimes when you're surrounded by problems, it's easy to fall into that hole of, negative energy. And some people literally just internalize that. And maybe you would have done it had the universe not had this kind of thing planned for you. And now you are like, I have to help other people get out of this situation. And I feel like somewhere, I don't know why, I just feel like people who suffer from some kind of addictive behaviors, or maybe something of that sort, where they're just too far gone and there's something else or somebody else controlling them. I feel like you kind of are want to help those people the most, or you are able to help those people the most, because you're like, no, I will not let somebody, be captured by this kind of negative energy. You just want to help that person out. I am getting some major therapist vibes from your group, from your pile 2. Wow, very helpful people. But this kind of is giving me this vibe that, you have been through a lot. And I'm feeling that at this point. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, then we have this Queen of Wands here. Yeah, you guys can see this snake is kind of protecting the eggs, right? Similarly, for a Pentacles here, you're very protective about people. Not only do you make them feel safe, but you make them feel cherished, you make them feel precious, as if they're very precious to you. That's why everybody feels that, they are your family in one way or another. And sometimes they feel this way so strongly that they kind of start treating you like their family as well. And sometimes sometimes you're just like, okay, no. And sometimes they might say or do things that you might not be comfortable with, but it is just their way of expressing their love for you as well, pile 2, because you make them feel safe. People can be who they want. They can be their honest, authentic self with you. That's how much love you're able to give them. That's how much empathy you're able to give them. That's the kind of security and safety you're able to provide for people. Of course, then you make it very easy for people to be honest with you, a pile 2. Very easy. And you would have known that people just confess things to you, they admit things to you that they've never spoken about to anyone else. People would come and tell you that, okay, you're the first person who knows this, and I've never told anyone about this in a really long time. Wow. Wow. Then we have this 8 of Pentacles here. So another one of your qualities is how hard you work to make people laugh, how hard you work to kind of make sure that people see this positive side of you. I feel like hardly anyone knows this side of you, pile 2. Hardly anybody knows. Maybe your family or the person who was there, or the people who were there for you when you were going through this tough time might be aware of it. But other than that, no one. And you make sure that, and I feel like this card also kind of tells me that, you value yourselves enough, you respect yourselves enough to work on yourselves, because you're like, I don't want to get into this energy ever again. So you actively work to maintain a positive attitude, to maintain a positive mindset. Yeah, sometimes you also have bad days where you feel like maybe it's not going so well, but still you try, you do your best to remain positive. This is another one of your best qualities, because you not only are you respectful and loving towards other people, but you show that same compassion to yourself. And that quality, pile 2, that is rare. A lot of people, they go around being compassionate to the whole world, but when it comes to them, they have the worst opinion of themselves. And it's very easy for them to kind of just succumb to this 10 of Swords energy and 2 of Swords energy, this High Priestess in reverse energy. But not you. You're like, no, whenever you feel that you're falling into this darkness, you will do something to bring yourselves into the light. This shows your strength, pile 2. Don't ever doubt your strength here. Okay, so we have Trickster. We have transcending conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So you're not the norm, pile 2. You are one of a kind. You are incredibly unique. We have this Hanged Man coming through. Of course, we have this card coming through along with the Trickster here. You do things in a very unique and a different manner. You get all the best ideas, the most unique ideas, the most inventive ideas, I would say. And even your behavior sometimes, the kind of jokes you tell, the way you make people laugh, the way you are able to heal people through, unconventional means. Like, you're not just about, encouraging people and spreading positivity. You have your own ways of kind of making people feel safe and secure. You're just one of a kind. We have Lover. Okay, great passion and devotion, unbridled, and appreciation of someone or something. Like, this is what we've been talking about throughout your reading. that you love so powerful. Like, your love is so powerful. Your emotions are so powerful. Pile 2, never think of your emotions, especially with you guys. I have no idea about the other piles, but especially with you guys, don't ever think that your emotions are your weakness, okay? No way. For you, they're your strength. They are your ultimate strength. And it takes courage to show emotions. You know that it takes courage. It takes bravery, whether the emotion is positive or negative. It takes absolute courage to kind of express yourself. Okay, we have priest, facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Of course, like, that's what we're talking about here. With the sun energy, the high priestess energy, you're a very spiritual person. And maybe that is why, people just feel so taken by you. People just feel so connected to you because you are connecting with them at a spiritual level. When it comes to a spiritual level, one thing is that it is far above this material world, and it is far more powerful than your material kind of relationships. So with this card coming here, I mean, yeah, people can clearly say that pile 2 is a very spiritual person. And they admire that about you. They're like, they wish to be as spiritual as you. Because your spirituality helps you to bring this positivity in people's lives and also in your life, pile 2. It helps you keep people away from this darkness. That is your spirituality. That's the power your emotions have. All right. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see. What are your best qualities according to people? Okay, we have Ace of Wands in reverse. Strength. The Empress in reverse. 10 of Wands. Justice. I feel like you guys are very selfless, pile 3. Incredibly selfless people. And some people might consider it one of your best qualities, but other people are just baffled by it. They're like, how can pile 3 be so selfless? How can they just make so much sacrifice for others? How can they do that? How can they make the kind of sacrifices that even at times the family won't make for their family? You're very, I don't know, I just got this message immediately when I saw these cards, like with the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Empress in reverse. I feel like a lot of you, pile 3, I don't know if it's one of your best, I don't know if it's one of your best qualities or not, but I do feel that for some of you guys really hide your abilities and your talents. I feel like there are skills, there are things about you that people just don't know. Like, you never even mention it. And you have no intention of ever mentioning them. Unless a situation arises and you have to use those skills, I feel like you will not tell people. And, so people, if they know something, if they have a certain skill, they love to highlight it. They love to boast about it. They love to tell everyone that, I can do this, I can do that. But you don't do that. And I'm not talking about your best qualities right now. The best qualities of yours was that whole, people thinking that you're selfless, but we'll get to the others in a bit. But this is just this message that I'm getting, so I need to tell you that, you don't tell them. You will not talk about your qualities. You will not talk about the different skills that you have. And with this Empress card, because Empress is all about abundance. Empress is all about creativity and everything. So I feel like one thing is that with the Ace of Wands here and the Empress here, you are a very creative individual, but people are not aware of just how creative you are. People think that you are creative in only one aspect. Like, for example, you are very good at art. Okay, for example, people think that you're very good at art. You're a great artist. You make amazing paintings. Your drawings are impeccable and everything. But your creativity also lies maybe in writing, maybe in singing. You might also be a really great singer, a prolific writer, but people are not aware of those aspects. So whatever your qualities are, whatever your skills are, people are only aware of 1 or maximum 2 of those. The rest, you're keeping them with you. You're not telling people. All right? But the qualities that people are aware of, a pile 3, they're like, pile 3 is the best in those things. Like if it, for example, if it's art, people are aware of the fact that you draw and paint. They will easily say that pile 3 is the best artist they've ever come across. People often compare you to all those famous artists of the past, and they will often say that, oh, you are the next this, you are the next that. That's how, that's how talented you are, pile 3. And people love that about you. People love your art. They love it. I feel like your art kind of touches people's hearts. It actually touches their heart. It connects with them on an emotional, spiritual, psychological level. Your art, like for example, like I'm just giving that example. It could be anything. It could be your writing. It could be any other skill that you have. But you manage to touch people's heart with that skill. Even if the skill that you have is like, coding. You know how to code and everything. The stuff you're able to do with that, the application you're able to make, the websites you're able to make, people are always satisfied with that because you are able to kind of understand what people need in terms of, the kind of skill that you have. You understand, okay, this is what they're looking for, and you, with your skills, will be able to kind of deliver that. Sometimes the person might not even realize that this is what they need until you kind of give it to them and show them that this is exactly what they need. And then they're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. And because some people are not able to communicate their needs properly, they're not able to communicate what exactly it is that they want. But when you kind of give them that, for example, if somebody's coming and asking you for a website, but they're not able to clearly express exactly what kind of a website they want, the website you will create for them, they will see it and they're like, this is exactly what I wanted. People will be like, you read minds, pile 3. People will actually say that about you, that you read minds. That you just know what people are thinking. You just know it because we have all these cards like the Empress in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse. You are able to understand exactly what is hidden when it comes to people. Whatever it is that they're hiding, their wants, their desires, you just know it. That's why people will say that pile 3 is a mind reader. And you are. On the other hand, with the Strength card here, this is obvious. This speaks for itself. Another one of your best qualities, according to people, pile 3, is your strength. It's how strong you are, how capable you are. That no matter how big or small the task is, we have 10 of Wands here, you will do it. You will never complain. I feel like with the Strength card here, people also love the fact that you barely ever complain. Even when things are tough for you, even when things are not going your way, you don't complain. And people, that's why I'm saying sometimes people are actually baffled by you guys. They're like, how in the world are they not complaining? Because if they were you, if they were in your place, pile 3, they would complain so much. They won't even care if anybody's listening to them or not. If they won't even care if anybody cares about their complaints or not, but they will complain. But you don't do that. And on the other hand, with how selfless you are, that's another thing that baffles them. So in a way, you have a very bewildering personality according to the people around you, pile 3, but they love that. I mean, they love how you don't complain. They love how you're always able to kind of help others. And the kind of responsibilities you take, you're a very responsible person, pile 3. Incredibly responsible. People love that about you as well. Another one of your great qualities is how responsible you are. That's why I'm saying no matter how big the task is, no matter how small it is, you will do it, and you will do it well, and you will do it without a complaint. Like, you will not waste your time complaining about the person who gave you the task or about even doing the task. You will quietly do it the best way you can. Even when you have like 10 things to do in a day, you will not complain. You're a very hardworking person, pile 3. I can totally understand why people love you. Like, I see a lot of admiration that people have for you. I can see it, and I am feeling that admiration as well for you. So you have another admirer for you guys. Pile 3. That's me. Okay. So yeah, very responsible, very hardworking, and I feel like some of you guys like to just work kind of like in secret behind the scenes. You don't like, telling the whole world what you're working on. That's why I'm saying a lot of your skills end up being they end up being secretive. They end up being secrets because you just like to be by yourself when you're working. So sometimes when you're working, you end up learning new things. That's why, you're just keeping it all in. There is a lot of depth to you, Pile 3. With this Empress in reverse here, there's a lot of depth to you. People will say that Pile 3 is a deep person, very deep. Maybe if they're having a conversation with you, we have Justice here. I'm just looking at the sword here, so just reminded me of the Suit of Swords, which talks about communication. So anyway, this tells me that, Pile 3, that if you say something, you do something, people will be like, Pile 3 has a lot of depth. Whatever they say, even if it's just it's a short phrase or a small sentence, it is full of meaning. It is incredibly deep. Some people might say, they might accuse you of, being a poet and writing poetry. They often tell you that, okay, you're so philosophical, you're so deep, like you have such deep thoughts and opinions that you should write, you should express those opinions, and maybe you do, but you do it by yourself. You don't show that around to people. And with this Justice here, people love your sense of justice. People know that, you will always do what's right. This also tells me that when it comes to your morals, when it comes to your values, you will never deviate from them. You will always keep your values and morals intact. Okay, we have King of Pentacles. Okay, we have the High Priestess here. Oh, sorry, this is the Two of Pentacles. My bad. This is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, then we have Seven of Cups. We have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have Ace of Swords. I told you, communication. No wonder that whole sword thing was coming in my head. Ace of Swords, card of communication. Your words. Yeah, whoever has a conversation with you, it's always a deep, meaningful conversation. So you're not one for shallow conversations, Pile 3. Even if you are talking with your friends, they always end up learning something from you. Because you say something that leaves people thinking. That's another thing that baffles people about you. How you just end up leaving people speechless because they're just like, how in the world did they come up with that? How did Pile 3 think of something like this? And you oftentimes, like 8 out of 10 times, people are just left pondering over your words. And it happens for like a really long time. Like if you had a conversation with someone at this point, they will remember this conversation 10 months, 10 years down the line. They will remember it. And they will say that, yeah, I met this person. I met Pile 3 and this is what they said. Wow, you're incredibly wise, Pile 3. Very full of wisdom. Full of wisdom. We have this Seven of Cups here. I told you have multiple abilities. So many different abilities. People are not even aware of it because we have this Empress in reverse. And this also tells me that you have a lot of hidden talent as well. Abilities which have yet to be discovered. And like I'm saying, if people are aware of maybe one or two of your abilities, they know you are capable and you have the potential for so much more. People actually think that you have the potential to do anything in life. They will not say that, oh, Pile 3 is only good at this thing and they should only focus on this thing because this is what they're good at. And this is the line they would kind of go towards. Like, for example, medicine, okay? say you're a doctor, pile 3, for example. People will say that, yeah, you're a very good doctor, you're so good, like, you know exactly, you're very good at diagnosing people, all of that stuff. And they will say that, okay, and if people talk about a change of career or something, or they ask that, okay, what will pile 3 do in the future, they will say, oh, they will probably specialize in these areas, but they will kind of stick you in that medicine box. They'll be like, no, they're a doctor, so they will only be focusing on doctor related stuff. No one knows that, okay, you're a doctor, but then at the same time you're a musician as well, or you are a software engineer as well. Like, if that, like, maybe, like, you have like this freelance thing going on, you're a business person at the same time. Nobody will know that. Nobody will even think that you could go in that direction. That's why you have multiple talents, different skills and talents which people are not aware of. 2 of Pentacles right here. You see, juggling, that's what you do. Juggling multiple skills, multiple activities, multiple tasks at the same time. You don't complain. You're like, no, I'll do it. You have this air of contentment around you, pile 3. That's another one of your best qualities, that people just look at you and they're like, pile 3 is always content. And somewhere they also envy you. They're like, I wish I could be just as content as pile 3 is. They're always like so calm and collected. I feel like that is another one of your superpowers. Not even a best quality, is actually a superpower. How you manage to remain calm in every situation, good or bad. People love that about you as well, because they're like, finally there's somebody who remains calm and collected with their head on their shoulders, who will be able to kind of, help us find a solution. Because when people are panicking all around, nobody can ever find a solution. So people just love that about you, because this Pentacles energy is like on this, is that a reindeer? I think. I don't know what this is, but let's call it a reindeer, okay? And the Pentacles is on his head. So the head is like the mind, right? And Pentacles energy is slow, it's grounded. So your mind is always grounded, pile 3. And because of that, you're able to come up with a solution. That is why the thing is that even if your to-do list is like filled with tasks, you're able to complete all of them without complaint, without panicking, because you are able to structure them. That, okay, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do next, this is how I'll do it. Very meticulous when it comes to very organized people, pile 3. You have this way of doing things that just gets the job done, and you do it well. And that's why some people think that you don't have 24 hours in a day. You actually get 48 or 72 hours because of the amount of work that you do and how you're able to accomplish everything. People often come and complain to you. They're like, how come you're able to do everything and we're not able to do maybe even half the to-do list, work on that? And it is because of that, because you're able to compartmentalize, you're able to kind of bring a structure to when it comes to, your task. You approach your tasks in a very strategic manner, pile 3. That just shows what kind of a strategic mind you have, how analytical you are. Wow. And full of depth. And then we have the Sun of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that, yeah, you get the job done on time. Very punctual. I feel like that's another one of your best qualities. You're very punctual when it comes to meeting deadlines, going to appointments. Very punctual people. I feel like you value time, pile 3. And people can see that. And people understand that you value one of the most precious things in this world. You value your time. That's why you're able to do so much. That's why people are like, pile 3 is going to be very successful one day, because they know the value of time. All right, we have a child wounded, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Maybe that is where your selflessness is coming from, pile 3, because you've been hurt maybe in the past. You've had some major difficulties. I hate that happened to you, but yeah. Anyway, but the thing is that's why, because that whole thing kind of filled you up with so much compassion, because you're like, I suffered so much, I cannot allow anybody to suffer that way again. So you go above and beyond for people. You do so much. Sometimes you sacrifice your own desires, your own time and resources just to help the other person out, because you are like, nobody was there for me, so I have to be there for other people. Wow. We have servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So maybe, and the thing is that the only reason people are not aware, and like I was saying, sometimes people get really confused, and they're like, how come pile 3 is so helpful? How come they're so selfless? It is because that maybe you haven't told people about this whole thing. People are not aware of the hardships that you have endured, pile 3. And that's why they're left all confused and puzzled when you do something selfless for another person, when you make some sort of a sacrifice for another person. And we have the servant coming through as well. This is really giving me that, you're always there to help people. Always. Okay, we have Messiah, serving humanity with, another card talking about service. So you're big on service, pile 3. And people really think that, this is one of the best qualities that you have, is how you're always ready to help others, always ready to serve. And you do it with a calm and collected mind. And the thing is that you will never treat anybody unfairly. No way. This justice card coming, that shows that, you're all about helping people and loving people unconditionally. But if somebody's not doing the right thing, you'll be like, no way. You will be the first one to tell them, because we have this Ace of Swords right underneath it. Ace of Swords, like I was saying, is this card of communication. So you will be the first one to tell them that, stop this. You're not doing the right thing. This is not what you're supposed to do. And you're all about, like, with the whole, all this energy, it just shows how much compassion you have. Like, actual angels here, pile 3, actual angelic energy coming through from your cards. And of course, angels are like one of those perfect beings, and that is exactly what you are. All right. So this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see, what are your best qualities according to people? The Hermit in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, pile 4. You independent people. Very independent people. That is one of your best qualities. Another one of your best qualities, according to people, pile 4, is your ability to concentrate and your ability to focus on anything. Literally anything. Be it your life goals, be it a task, be it even just like a movie or something. Even if that's what you're watching, you will watch it with utmost focus. Your ability to concentrate is downright magical. Like, how are you able to focus so much? Pile 4, how? Like, that is exactly what I'm getting. When you decide on something, like, your decision making skills is another one of your best qualities. People love the way you reach a decision. People love the way how you stick to your decisions. You are very strong-willed, pile 4, very strong-willed. This also, and being strong-willed also kind of is giving me the vibe that you're also very patient. Your patience is at an all-time high. It is downright puzzling for people. It's downright bewildering for people. People are like, how can a person be so patient? How can they be so calm when, life is not going their way? How can they just be so patient and relaxed, and they're like not freaking out? They're not doing anything. What is up with them? Pile 4, that is you. You're so down to earth. The 3 of Pentacles here is so down to earth. But at the same time, with the Hermit in reverse here, this tells me that, you are confident enough, or you're powerful enough and brave enough, especially. All this is kind of giving me this vibe that you're so brave and courageous and strong that, you're not afraid to put yourselves out there. You understand, you are aware of yourself to the point where you understand that, okay, This is what I'm good at, this is not what I'm good at. But that doesn't stop you from accepting opportunities from putting yourselves out there and be like, okay, let's do something. This doesn't stop you from trying new things. I feel like, sometimes when people go through a tough time in their lives, pile 4, they kind of just put themselves, or they just burrow themselves in a shell, and they refuse to come out of that shell. You, on the other hand, you're the opposite. Whatever tough times you have been through, that didn't force you into a shell, pile 4. Because you're like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake, stuff happened, I had to deal with the consequences, okay. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. That doesn't mean that I shut myself off from the world. Or if somebody hurt you, for example, you trusted the wrong person, or, they just decided one day they don't want to be with you or something, whatever their reasons were, whatever happened, you were like, I'm not going to stop myself from meeting new people. You don't do that. You take life's experiences, you take them in stride, pile 4. And honestly, people should take inspiration from you. People should admire you for all that you are, because I'm definitely being like, okay, I'm super inspired by you guys right now, pile 4, because of your ability to do all of this. Your ability to stay strong and be like, it's okay, I've had one bad experience. You don't generalize your experiences, pile 4. Just because you had a good experience with one person, you will not be like, okay, I will always have good experiences with this person. You're not going to generalize that. Similarly, if you had an experience with a bad experience with someone, you will not generalize that to that person or the rest of the world. You will not do that. You'll be like, okay, this person didn't treat me well, fine. There will be other people who might treat me well. Where do you get this kind of strength, pile 4? Please tell me. Please tell me where, because this proves your strength. This is like, wow. Okay. And people are aware of this stuff. People are like, pile 4 is so good at concentrating. They're so focused on their goals, and that's why they're able to achieve them. And I feel like you're so focused on your goals, pile 4, that even if life tries to knock you down or tries to kind of put you in a situation where you think that you will not be able to achieve your goals, you will still focus on them. You'll be like, it's okay, maybe I'm not meant to achieve them right now, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on them. You, pile 4, never give up. You just don't give up. And you're tenacious, you're determined. Such admirable qualities within you. I mean, no wonder people admire you so much. No wonder people want to work with you. This 3 of Pentacles is right here. Just show that how people are like, they love working with you, pile 4. Not only because of all these reasons, but they know that working with you means that the task is going to get done. It's going to get done well. And how supportive you are. Having your support, it means the world to people. Because when you give your support, you give it your all. You don't support somebody like 50% or 20%. When you support someone, you support them 100%. No matter what kind of help they need from you. Something big, something small, you're like, no, I will do it. I will do it to the best of my ability. And you do that. That's why people love working with you, and they look forward to collaborating with you, or working with you on projects and other different things. And if somebody wants to start a business or something, I feel like you will make the perfect partner. On the other hand, if somebody wants to start a business and they need some guidance, you will be the one to give them that perfect guidance. You will. And the thing is, another admirable quality and another one of your best qualities about you, pile 4, is that you're never jealous. Like, you're just never jealous of anyone. Because we have this Chariot in reverse here along with the 3 of Pentacles. So this really kind of tells me that if you see somebody else succeeding, you're not going to be jealous of them. Because when people are jealous of someone, one thing is that they don't want them to succeed. The other is that if it goes to the extreme, if they are feeling jealous to the extreme, they might do something to kind of sabotage that person's success, right? But with you, pile 4, you don't do that. You are never jealous of anyone, whether they're more successful than you or less successful than you. Whatever it is, you're never jealous. And if you come across somebody who is more jealous, who is more successful than you, instead of being jealous, you will help that person be even more successful. Because for you, you're like, so I feel like somewhere you're very spiritually inclined as well. You're such a spiritual person, pile 4, that you're like, my success is going to come to me whether I help somebody or not. And you are like, my success is destined for me, whether it's a big kind of success or not so big. Whatever it is, whatever is meant for me will come to me. That doesn't mean I stop somebody else from helping and stop somebody else from succeeding. So you're very mature, incredibly wise, and incredibly spiritual. You're like, my success is with the universe. Whenever the universe wants me to be successful, I'll take it. My success will come to me then. And but that shouldn't stop me from helping another person. So you're never jealous of anyone, pile 4. And in a way, people feel safe in terms of that. They feel safe around you and that's why people are not afraid to talk about their success with you. Sometimes people get afraid of talking about their success with other people because they think that, they will give them the evil eye, and if they talk about their success, then other people will be jealous, and then they might do or say something that might harm them, right? But people know that you're never jealous. So people are never afraid to talk about their success with you. And they know that you're such a genuine person, pile 4, that if somebody's talking to you about their success and they want to be more successful, you will do everything in your power. You will come up with all sorts of ideas and advice to help that person gain even more success. And it doesn't even matter to you whether that person gives you credit or not. For you, it's like, you are supposed to help that person, you want to help that person, and that's your goal, that's your intention. You're a very pure soul here, pile 4. Okay, we have the Hermit coming here again. Only this time it is upright. Okay, so we have this 8 of Wands here. Interesting. Yeah, I just feel like because we have this torch lamp here, along with this 8 of Wands here, which talks about success. So I really do feel that with your wisdom, with your guidance, a lot of people have gained success. You help people towards that. That's something. You're not a jealous person at all. You're never jealous. 7 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Swords. 10 of Wands. Wow. Lots of Wands energy. You're very passionate, first of all, pile 4. Another one of your best qualities, according to people. Very passionate, very determined, very down to earth. That's there. But you're a light for the people, pile 4. You're an actual light for people. Not only in terms of the knowledge that you have, because we have this fire stuff coming through. Fire is like enlightenment. Enlightenment kind of corresponds to knowledge as well. So yeah, you bring a lot of enlightenment to people, and you help people bring people out of the dark. We have 6 of Swords here. If people are going through a tough time, I feel like the universe sends you to them when their dark days are meant to be over. When they're about to end, lo and behold, you will come into their lives and you will bring them out of that darkness. Considering how you don't remain in your shell, pile 4, you help other people. You help bring others out of their shell. People gain that confidence they once lost every time they talk to you. Wow, you're like so selfless and so altruistic. You're all about helping people. You ask for nothing in return. No expectations, no reward, nothing of that sort. You are just helping people because you're just doing it, without any expectations, without anything. I'm getting some strong spiritual vibes. I feel like yours is like the strongest pile, like when it comes to spirituality. Yours is this with the strongest energy. I've done the other three piles. I did get messages of spirituality from them. But with yours, it's like at a whole new level on pile 4. So your spirituality is not only one of your best qualities on pile 4, but it's also one of your biggest strengths. Whew, wow. All right, then we have the Hermit here. Like I was saying, you bring guidance to other people, helping them move forward in life, helping them succeed through your knowledge. That's why people are not afraid to talk about their success with you. People are like, pile 4 will know what to do. Pile 4 will be able to help us be more successful. People do that, and you don't care about your success. You're like, it doesn't matter how successful I am or how not so successful I am. I know my success will come to me if it's meant to come to me. Me trying to sabotage someone is not going to help. Like, that's the kind of mindset you have, and people know that. People know that you're an incredibly genuine soul, pile 4, and people say that. People go around vouching for your personality. They're like, pile 4 is so genuine. They will never have any ill intentions towards you. Pile 4 will always give you the right guidance. They will never lead you wrong. Where do you get this kind of strength? Where do you get this kind of knowledge? Please tell me. I would love to know. Okay, then we have 7 of Wands here. Now this is giving me like a couple of messages for you guys. One thing was that with the being right next to 6 of Swords here, 8 of Wands here. Like I was saying, you help other people succeed. If a person needs your support in a way that they want your support to fight for their right, to fight for their goals, you will be there for them on pile 4. You have 3 of Pentacles. You give your support in whatever extent it is required. You give it. And on the other hand, if this card is about you, like I was saying, you're very independent, very independent people, pile 4. And the thing is that, like I was saying, that you help people without any expectations, right? So, for example, you have a certain goal in your life, okay? You will do your best to achieve it without any expectations that somebody else is going to come and do it for you. I don't know, maybe for some of you guys might find it difficult to ask for help. You have this 10 of Wands in reverse here somewhere. I understand that. Wheel of Fortune in reverse here as well. Somewhere, it's like for some of you, you might find it difficult to ask for help because you are like, why should I bother people? Or people don't have time to help me, or they have their own problems to deal with, all of that. Maybe it's that, or it's just that in the past when you needed help, there wasn't anybody there for you. So you have become incredibly independent to the point where even when you're going after your goals, you're doing it all by yourself. And when life throws any obstacle your way, you overcome it all on your own. Yeah, of course, since you're doing it all on your own, it does take time, but you're so powerful, pile 4, that you're able to overcome them. You guys should be incredibly proud of yourselves, because other people are definitely proud of you. They feel so good and they feel so lucky. I actually feel that people feel lucky to have you, pile 4. Lucky to be friends with you, lucky to know you. They feel blessed because genuine people like you, they're rare, incredibly rare. Even if you want the best for the other person, somewhere a person feels that twinge of envy, of jealousy when they see another person succeed. Even if they're happy for them, they're genuinely happy for them, they still feel that twinge. You don't feel that. You're genuinely happy for everyone without an ounce of envy or jealousy. Wow. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. See, wow, you help other people succeed. And if somebody needs your support to fight, in terms of going after their goals, you will do it. Like I was saying, you bring people out of the dark. This is you, exorcist. Companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. I told you, oh my God. This is like confirmation of your entire reading at this point. We have mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Of course. Like, do I even need to explain these? I already explained the exorcist, saying how you bring people out of the dark, whatever negative stuff they're going through. If they are feeling bad, they're trying to kind of put themselves in a shell and not be like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to anyone. Never gonna put myself out there. You are like, no, you're going to do it. You give them that courage to step out of their comfort zone. You give people the courage to step out of their shell and deal with the world. We have loyalty. We have altruism coming through for you. I told you, you guys are pure souls. Pure souls, pile 4. Genuine, pure people. No ill intentions, no hard feelings, no ill feelings for anyone. Not even your enemies. Even when it comes to your enemies, you have no bad feelings. You are like, okay, we don't get along with each other. That's fine. Our frequencies don't match. Even then, you take on a very spiritual context to that whole thing. You're like, maybe, our frequencies are not meant to, match. Wow, very spiritual people. And then we have mentor here, the hermit coming through with your knowledge, with your guidance. A lot of people have gained a lot of success, and a lot of people will gain a lot of success because of you, pile 4. And I will just say that don't ever stop being you. Don't ever stop being this wonderful, pure, genuine soul that you are. Yes, you will come across all sorts of people. There will be people who will like you, but of course there are all sorts of people, all sorts of frequencies. Some of them you will get along with, some of them you won't. But that doesn't mean you stop or you lose yourself. Don't ever lose yourself. Don't ever forget just how amazing you are, right? However, so this is all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.